What's up, guys? I know I haven't recorded and I haven't even made a video in such a long time. I'm looking at my analytics now, and the last time I posted was July 10th. Yeah, and I can't even say I've been busy the last few months. I've just been really unmotivated, and well, I started high school this week, and I decided to. I was thinking about how I wanted to come back, what I wanted to talk about, like what I would even do on my first video back in 2 months. And I came to the conclusion that this would be a great opportunity to talk about my first week of high school and why I'd rather do literally anything else. So, the first day, there's a lot of things that usually happen on the first day, and there's a lot of things that you hear about of, you're excited to see all your friends and everything, and, people ask what you did over the summer, and you are learning about your new school, you get to meet new people. Yeah, that's great, but to anyone who thinks that that's a pleasant experience, like that's a cool thing about high school, I think you're a psychopath. Here's the thing, I don't like talking to new people. I don't like meeting new people. And I got unlucky and had the worst schedule possible where most of my classes were with people I didn't even know. So, not only that, there was a back to school night about a few days before school actually started, and I only got to see two of my classrooms. So, I spent way too long looking for where I was supposed to go. And apparently somebody also decided that spreading my classrooms between the first floor, the second floor, the third floor, and the complete other side of the building was a genius idea for a freshman. So that's cool. Another thing I don't like, why are there people who I saw every day? Like, I get this is a big school, and I get that for some reason high schools don't split up any part of the building between freshmen and seniors and everything in between, so you're just going to be running into a bunch of people who are older than you. But why is it that there are people who I saw every day, talk to every day, that I have not even seen, and it's been a week? Like, they're like some of my friends, some of the people that I had classes with, some of the people that even if I didn't have classes with, I talked to and was able to see. It's like they split up classes in every way possible, and they split up lunches. They don't split it up by grades. They split it up by which classes you have. So, as opposed to all of the classes of like the freshmen, or all of the classes of like sophomores or juniors being able to like choose between the two cafeterias, because there's, instead of one big cafeteria, there's two small ones. Instead of them being able to choose between, as I was saying, instead of, us all being able to say hi, say what's up, talk for a while, and just deciding where to go between the second and third floor cafeterias, it's just split between A, B, and C lunch, and that is decided by which classes you have right before lunch, which I don't like. And that has caused a lot of social complications. Also, while there are some things that I like, I don't hate everything about high school. I like that I finally get to only choose, like, I only have to do 4 classes at a time, which minimizes the amount of homework that I have. However, every single class that I'm in feels like an entire school day all on its own, because they are 80 minutes, and that's like pretty much almost double what I had for each class in 8th grade. And while it may have been 8 classes in one day, it didn't feel that bad, because number one, it was with people that I knew, and number two, each class wasn't 80 minutes long. And some of my classes are extremely exhausting. my Spanish class, and they warned me about this in 8th grade, but I didn't realize just how difficult it would be for me until I experienced it firsthand. My Spanish teacher refuses to speak any English whatsoever. And you may be thinking, oh, well, that's a good way to help you learn. You're eventually going to learn to understand it anyway. I understand that may or may not be a valid point. We'll see as time goes on. But for me, the problem is the whole reason I'm taking Spanish in the first place is because I'm not proficient enough to understand every word that's being said to me in Spanish. If I understood what you're saying, I'd be like one of my classmates who speaks Spanish fluently. I have been moved up to like Spanish 3 or 4. But no, I'm in Spanish 2. Obviously, I don't understand everything that you're saying, and it's just really exhausting trying to, like, it really forces you to use your brain 100% of the time, and, like, even if you miss, like, the slightest thing, it's like you're screwed. And it's not really helpful for how I learn, because at the end of the day, it's like I'm so concerned that I'm about to miss something. I don't think it's very productive, but who knows? Maybe this might help my learning in Spanish by the time the class is over. But it's really exhausting as is. And the other class that exhausts me is conceptual physics, because it makes use of a lot of very complicated things in science and math. I don't think I've ever talked about it, but I am terrible at math. Math is not something that I'm good at, and I don't think I ever will be good at math. The fact that it is such an important factor in everything that we do, it terrifies me, if I'm being completely like honest with myself. I don't think it's going to be a horrible year for how I do in school, but man, it is going to take so much adjusting. And not to mention, like, things are going to switch up every quarter. So I feel like, while things are difficult now, I feel like I kind of got the worst of the schedule already because I got C lunch. Because having C lunch means I have the latest lunch, and such a late lunch that I only have one more 80-minute class before I get dismissed from the building. And the good thing is that we get dismissed at like 2:20. The bad thing is that I have to wake up at 5, and every night I come home, I'm extremely exhausted. And I can only imagine how much worse this will get when I actually start having homework, and instead of just being able to relax for an hour when I get home, or being able to relax for however long, take a nap, watch some YouTube, play some games, eat a snack or something, I have to actually do homework for at least an hour. And some of my classes don't give homework, which I am happy about. But conceptual physics, probably my hardest class at the moment, does give homework, which is not something I'm looking forward to. And, as far as navigating the hallways, I hate it. Because there are so many. On like a single floor, there's like 3 different hallways. And there's 3 or 4 different stairwells. It is so easy to get lost. I got lost in the first day. I haven't gotten lost since, but even then, it's like, man, getting through here is just so difficult, man. I don't understand. It's like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but for the first day, man, it's a whole different experience, and not one that I was actually prepared for. So, all in all, my first week of high school has taken the life out of me, and some things that I was supposed to start have, I'm probably gonna have to start next week because, well, I just haven't had the time. Every, like, the 2 times, or like 2 or 3 days where I actually had time, I was too tired. And the days I was actually like willing to go just to distract myself from some other things, which I'll explain. Actually, I don't know if I'll explain them, but just to like distract myself from some other things, like, we haven't had time. There have been other things I've had to do that have prevented me from being able to, go and like take care of other things. So in the future, I'm probably going to get some of these problems solved within the next week or two. It's gonna take a lot of adjusting though, because like I said before, this is it was just like a really stressful and chaotic week too, especially with like my bus schedule. Like, I couldn't tell when they were gonna come late, and now, like, yesterday they said they were gonna start coming 5 minutes early. So it's just very, very interesting, and like very chaotic, but I'm hoping to get everything solved. And I have like this problem with someone important in my life who also goes to this school, and I'm kind of just trying to figure out like how I want to go about solving it, because I don't even know what the issue is, but anything that I can do to like solve it is something good, because, well, as I mentioned, they're an important person to me, and I'm not trying to like, I just started high school, and the last thing that I want to do is, the last thing that I want to start off high school with is just like a bunch of, like, stress and like things that I don't really know like how to deal with, how to get through. It's like I don't want to start something that's already completely foreign to me off with like complete stress. It's not a good way to start the year, and I'm not really I'm not too excited by the idea of starting off with a ton of stress. So I'll definitely be posting more often. Like, with that being said, I'll definitely be posting more often. I know there's I will not be taking another 2-month break. I'm also not going to record another I'm back video with my face in it, because I did that a year ago, and I've been kind of just getting clowned by my friends by that video. And to be fair, it was pretty cringe. Like, that was actually July 20th. I'm looking at it now, like July 20th. That's a year ago. That's almost exactly a year ago from the last time I posted. So yeah, this is my official I'm back video, and kind of just to talk about my first week of high school. And I'm probably gonna have a few more videos that go up later today talking about some other things that I've wanted to address for a couple of months now, but haven't really had the motivation and presence of mind to do so. So now I'm officially back, and I'm officially starting to really get more active on this channel the way I was before I decided to fucking hiatus for no good reason at all. So anyway, with that being said, peace out, and thanks for watching.